Liverpool supporters have been left stunned after one of the club's defenders made a surprising revelation about his future. The admission has raised fresh questions about the player's long-term commitment at Anfield and sparked debate among fans about what it could mean for Arne Slot's backline moving forward. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, boss Arne Slot lauded Liverpool's mentality after Virgil van Dijk's stoppage time header clinched a 3-2 Champions League win against Atletico Madrid at Anfield. The Premier League champions let slip a 2-goal lead after efforts from Andy Robertson, and Mo Salah were cancelled out by Marcos Llorente's double before Van Dijk headed home in the second minute of added time. Slot told TNT Sports, "If you want to beat a team like Atletico, which is known and has an unbelievable mentality, you have to beat them with their own weapon as well, and that is mentality. I think that's what we showed again today, that we can beat them also by mentality. But I think we should have made it easier for ourselves." Slot handed British record £125 million signing Alexander Isak his first Liverpool appearance by including him in his starting lineup and was delighted with the Swede's contribution. The Dutchman, who celebrated victory on his 47th birthday, said, "Particularly because I think in the 60 minutes he played, he seemed to be quite fit to me, so it wasn't as if after 10 minutes he was already very tired. He could just play at this level quite well, so that was the most positive thing, and that he can play football, and that he's a joy to watch. That is not a surprise to me, but he was maybe fitter than I expected." Slot was unsure whether Isak will start again on Saturday at Anfield against Merseyside rivals Everton. He added, "I'm really happy he could start today. That's why we didn't play him against Burnley. He was good today, and when Hugo Ekitike came in, he was a big factor also. We have two great number 9s and we're going to use them, both of them, throughout the whole period they're here." Robertson, credited with the opener after Salah's 4th-minute free kick deflected in off the defender, also felt his side's win should have been more comfortable. He told TNT Sport, "I think we need to maybe get back to winning a bit simpler and a bit easier." Obviously, it's a great thing to have been able to keep going right to the end, but when you're 2-0 up and you're playing so well in the first half, it should have been a more comfortable night. On Isak's long-awaited debut, Robertson added, "I thought he was excellent. He's not really had a pre-season, not had a lot of games since last season, but I thought, especially the first half, he was excellent. Naturally, he got tired, and then it's amazing to have a player like Hugo to come on, and both of them have got such quality. Now, in a huge defender exit, Andy Robertson has embraced his new role as vice-captain and mentor after a busy summer of arrivals, including Milos Kerkez, while hinting at an imminent departure. There was, at one stage in the summer, a very real possibility of Robertson lining up against Liverpool at Anfield on Wednesday night. But the left-back turned down advances from Atletico Madrid in order to stay on Merseyside, and that decision was followed by his appointment as Arne Slot's new vice-captain. In a way, he has inherited the James Milner role of veteran backup, providing his leadership off the field more so than on it, with Kerkez joining as new first-choice left-back. And after scoring the opening goal in fortuitous circumstances as Liverpool beat Atletico 3-2, Robertson explained his outlook on the job and pointed out that his contract will expire in 2026. It's part and parcel of football. When you're at a club like Liverpool, you expect to be challenged every season. He told TNT Sports of Kerkez taking his place. This one's been a bit different in terms of we've brought somebody in who's probably going to start, so that was a bit different for me. It was a bit of a difficult summer, but once I made my mind up, I committed to it. Obviously, I've only got a year left, and I love playing with this club. I love playing out there with the lads. I can help the lads as well. Getting the vice-captaincy this season has given me added responsibility as well, so I've just kind of thrived on that. Once the games get going and there's more games, I believe I'll play enough football. I'm taking positives and I'm looking forward to the season ahead. There is a sense there that Robertson may be at peace with his situation, prepared to impart his wisdom in a season of significant change before leaving on a free transfer in the summer. While that is not yet guaranteed, and Liverpool could still seek to tie him down to extended terms, if that is the case, the Scotland captain is confident the club have set themselves up for long-term success with a new generation. So many players came in, but they're all young as well, he said of the transfer window just gone. So you do have to help them, you do have to make sure they're settled in, make sure they don't get caught up in too much. It's a completely different club to play for. It's one of the best clubs in the world, but it's one of the most demanding, one of the biggest clubs. That comes with a responsibility, it comes with pressure as well. We've all thrived on it for years, and these lads will thrive on it as well. They've all got the mentality to play here for years and years to come, and I think they'll just get better and better. In other news, Milos Kerkez still needs to adapt to the intensity and demands of playing for Liverpool on and off the pitch, says Virgil van Dijk after his early substitution at Burnley. Kerkez had an eye-opening experience at Turf Moor, hooked with less than 40 minutes on the clock, as Slot feared the possibility of a second yellow card. It was an example of the naivety that he, as a young player, still possesses, and he will need time to grow into his role at Liverpool, which Andy Robertson, for example, knows all too well. His aggressive and front-footed nature, however, are qualities Van Dijk sought to highlight as his strengths, while underlining he is still learning how to handle the demands of playing for Liverpool. Milos is obviously a fantastic, aggressive, full of energy player who is obviously learning also how we play and the intensity of playing for Liverpool and also dealing with it on and off the pitch, Van Dijk said. It's not an easy thing to deal with, but he is going to be absolutely fine. They will be reassuring words for the Hungarian, who is full of potential but still raw when it comes to decision making under pressure, and Slot had to protect him at Burnley. Liverpool's head coach has not shied away from explaining one of his earliest tactical substitutions at the club to Kerkez or the media. The left-back told Slot that he understood why the decision was made after holding further talks, with Slot fearing referee Michael Oliver would feel the pressure to show another yellow card. Maybe when he is at home and is talking to his father or his girlfriend or his friends, he is like, "What a stupid decision this was," Slot started. But when I am around, he comes across as if he understood it. So for me, it was that combination. If their players wouldn't have gone to the referee, if he wouldn't have made this signal, I would have at least kept him on until half-time. But I felt also the atmosphere in the stadium, smart from their fans by the way, on every decision they were on top of the referee. I felt if he only touches him once, he's under a lot of pressure not to give him this yellow. That's what I tried to explain. Again, he said he understood, but I don't know what he says to his friends about it. But to me, he says he understood. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.